My mic is off. Okay. Can you hear me now? You all can hear me? Oh, cool. Yeah, my mic was off. My mic. Yeah, my mic. I guess I can turn the mic down. Oh no, y'all can hear me good. This is good. Or what? Jamal, you can't be here making noise. You gotta kill something, kill some sound, kill some mics or something, y'all. Y'all just turn your volumes down. That's what it is.
We're in headsets. He's the only one that I don't got a phone.
Yeah, he's the only one over there making all that noise. Okay, maybe you should put on headsets and I see Amir, my bad.
Okay.
And you can't be on your phone while we're doing this, bro.
That's all I want.
Huh?
I'm a live one.
Oh. You responding slow on there though. How is that? What you doing? You was doing something else at the time. Huh?
That's all I want.
Ooh.
When you said I showed it to you.
Man, all I'm saying is, man. So everyone can hear me? Okay. So Amir, you're gonna have to come on the camera because this was your title. Pardon me? Okay.
That Evo, yeah, that's
Yeah, I heard. Answer the door. Maybe that might be a good idea to answer the door. Answer the door when you're hearing the knocking, 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 knocking. Who is that? Who is that? Oh, those sounds are coming to you with respect to Brother Sanchez live. He's on his live right now, hooking up them tracks, creating that crazy heat over there off Fruity Loops 20, playing beats and dividing cook-ups. Yeah, he's live right now. Sit down with Sanchez, live podcast. I just had him playing in the background. See over there cooking it up. You can hear me clear?
yes, I definitely.
Okay. Oh, okay. Huh? Yeah, it's nice because you did it. That's nice. Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, not that obviously. I'm just saying, all is well. Peace, love, and blessings. Peace, love, and eternal power, family. God, family. Anybody who's live, who's ever here, and who's ever maybe watching the replay. Yeah, we want to get to it, y'all. I don't even see you. You talking about peace, love, and we don't even. Who are you again? Are you even signed in? Who are you, man? We don't sign you in. We don't sign you in. We don't know who you is. We just heard an echo. Yo, you see that behind Hamad where you have Elijah Muhammad? You have, you have Bob Marley. You see, do y'all see up there? Do the people? Frederick Douglass, Malcolm X, the Buffalo Soldier. Hamad, Amir, you look like you was either lit or asleep or both. Well, let me see how you get a party started. How you get a party started? Huh? Backstage. What you talking about, player? Backstage. Oh, you. Oh, I need to get you front stage. What you saying?
I'm not there anymore.
No, because you got a bogus. You know, you got a bogus. Because
Crap. I'll do that.
you got a bogus. Hey, what's up with your coloring, ruler? You look like you in the black and white, man. We in color, you in black and white. Why don't y'all turn on some light then, man? Y'all don't want no light? Y'all just want to look at
The overhead light right there.
Yeah, the overhead light might need to go off. I mean, Hamad's got plenty of light. He got the light beaming right down on
Yeah,
him.
that's his turn his light on that light color come back in.
I think Nasir wants to be in the, he wants to be right where he at.
In the shadow.
Hey, I want to ask you something. Can y'all, on y'all restream, can y'all change y'all's background to virtual?
Yes, sir.
Let me see what one of y'all's virtual backgrounds look like.
Yes, sir.
No, that ain't Nick King, son, third. So, are you going to show up, King Son third? That was your regular intention? Is that what you said?
Yes, exactly.
All right, kid. Calm down.
I got it. Yeah.
Well, you keep getting kicked out. What you keep doing?
I don't know. I tried to pick a lot back.
I'll see if I can get you. Oh, you ain't even showing. Let me see a mirror showing, but he ain't showing. 11. I see. Excuse me. I see you got the background, but you don't have you in the background. Oh, Hamad got his.
I ain't about to try to
King Son Fourth got one. Huh?
I'm not about to
You're not gonna try to mess with what?
try to
Oh, I'll connect you back, man. Hey, look at Ruler got his. Ruler. Motherfucking Mac Mod. Ruler. Look like a mirror sphere is in the mirror sphere.
Yeah, I know. I can't return around.
Oh yeah, it looks like you in the mirror sphere for real. Hamad look like he on the What you looking all, bro? You wanna? Why you gotta be looking all like that in the background, man? You know what I'm saying? You look like what? You want security, security, security. Yo, I'm laughing, but that shit was real. Yeah, I see that man only smile when I say something. He don't be smiling unless I say something. You already know what time it is with those type. They don't be playing too much. Yeah. Make money, use that money, make more money, repeat. I ride with you. I ride with you, player. Uh-oh. I'm not sure what's going on with King Son the First. Christ's creation. Why is he just going in and out, in and out? Now, see, you look like you made for your you made for your thing. Put it right around your neck. It's right around your head, man. Oh, he got that Amirosphere logo in there.
Hey, it actually worked.
Yeah, it was supposed to work. Didn't you want it to?
You lied. It was done live first.
You doing a lot at first. I mean, what you expect? What you expect? Yeah. Are we live on like what's
We're on YouTube.
that we are?
This on 16.
You McCullough's group too?
Probably, I'll check.
Should be.
Yeah. Wait, hold on a second. It is.
So I gotta mute that. Mute that. What happened? What happened? What happened? What happened?
Yeah, that's the correct way to ask for it.
Well, I mean, I can't tell. Ain't nobody answer me. Somebody else? Who that? Who just popped in? Amina.
Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. We can hear you very clearly.
Okay, wonderful. How are y'all doing?
Good.
Good. How are you?
You sound
Oh,
wonderful.
yeah. Thank you.
Probably because you're in a different location.
Well, there's not really anybody else around me with their phones or anything, because the only other one is Tatiana. But you already know she doesn't really have a device to join from or anything. So.
Okay. All is well. You sound clear though. That's what's up.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
It's clear. Okay, so what I've done, I'm checking in. I'm
You're a
checking
co-host
in.
of this whole thing.
Yeah, I'm a co-host because Amir, you're gonna do some hosting today, baby boy, because you know what how this took place. This whole thing came about as a result of I want to share, first of all, peace, love, and eternal power to anyone who is within the sound or who can see me, who looks like me, who can see me, whoever is within the sound of my voice. I will you be blessed by whatever we bring to the table that can be positively or lovingly or some type of way, effective to you in a good way. And so it is.
And so it is.
Yeah, we were just going to speak about overcoming and controlling your emotions because the other day we had a couple of little things that happened and I let them go into detail because this is like family stuff. And these are things that really teach youngsters, teach the little ones how to pay attention to detail because everybody had an emotional an experience from this, and people were sad and people were mad and people were going through what they went through. So we had the opportunity to experience how to overcome and control emotions. And one of the things, Young King's son 2 over there said, he came to me and came up with this title because he came the morning after and he was in a gloomy type mood, and I know he's like one of the brightest ones in the house. And I told him, well, I'm gonna just say I've always used him and a couple of them as ways of my energy being good in the morning. As soon as I see them, I get happy. Everything just goes good for me because of the love that they show me. And he's one of the ones that he's always happy. Ever since he's been little, he's always been happy, just like Ruler, just like Nasir. Always been happy and always showed that. And he came and he seemed a little down. And I kind of used his energy to strengthen my energy, and I was kind of a little bit pissed. Like, look, man, where my energy at? You tripping? Like you acting like I'm looking for you. You looking at you to build mine. And he came back and realized after the fact that I'll let him explain it, but it was very touching to me because we as parents do influence our children just as well as our children influence us. And when you got good children and you intend to do the best by them, I'm gonna tell you, it touches your heart when you see them go through stuff, and it touches my heart even more to see me learn from something as a result of all of us going through something together. So we just want to share this short time we have with you all, and just willfully we can share something that you can benefit from. So I'm gonna, with nothing else said, I'm gonna let them go from there, and I'm gonna be doing a little stuff in the background. But all is well. Thank you to everybody who's here, and I'll definitely input when it's necessary. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome.
Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. I'm here for sure. I want you to, because the way it came about was very organic, and I feel like that's the type of things we need to share, just the organic things that we experience. And, those are the things that people are going through stuff every day that, just we need to share. That's it. So, with no further ado, y'all can, y'all were a part of the situation. So whichever one of y'all think y'all the most oratorical with explaining the story of how it went, first of bought the puppies and everything, and just a little ordeal to where y'all got to, and then go from there. All is well. Everybody's gone through something like this. This is serious in some ways. This might be it might be corny to some, but it's not to us because it's got a lot to. Yeah, and little children, what I'm saying? I feel for them when they have to go through stuff, when you're trying to cushion them from stuff and they don't listen, and then they have to go through it. But I understand this too. I let the little asses go through it because I had to.
Me too. You hear us?
Who?
Yeah.
As long as y'all can hear y'all through the speakers. I had the speakers turned off over here because I didn't want it to be ringing.
Okay.
Y'all can hear me, right? Can y'all hear each other through y'all speakers?
I can hear everybody here perfectly.
Through the speakers.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Okay, good. So, as far as explaining problems, okay. So,
You sound a little bit far away.
Yeah, you probably need to turn your mic up.
We use it, I think, the same mic.
y'all use one mic.
Oh, y'all are?
Yes, sir.
What mic are y'all using? This one right here?
Yes, sir.
Oh,
I'm picking up on that.
okay. Well, I'm gonna see if I need to turn it up. I know some shit didn't fly on. That's punk ass fly. How the fly get? Man, y'all bought a pet fly in this bitch. Happened to fly over here by me, like I got something.
I got nothing for that fly. I didn't bring it.
Did y'all hear? I can hear that, right?
Yes, I sure can.
Turn your mic up.
That's all.
What is it like? As far as the puppies goes, now you see, I love taking care of animals. I have experiences taking care of them where I get it right, get it wrong, get things I shouldn't have. Not experiences happen. Of course,
I don't know what's going on, but it's kind of going in and out.
You have to speak up, you gotta stay at the same volume the whole time.
Yeah, you can't, yeah, you gotta. Let me see if I turn this other mic on. Turn the other mic on right there. Yeah, just turn this mic on right here. This mic right here. It's on now?
Yes. Yeah, off. Oh, it sounds better. Whatever mic we're on, because you gotta stay at the same volume.
You can turn it off.
Can you hear us?
I can hear you perfectly.
Yeah.
You can hear me perfectly nice there?
I can hear you perfectly. Just don't go.
Can you
Don't
shout
talk
it
to
up?
It sounds a lot better now.
It sounds better?
Yes, sir.
Y'all can hear me too?
We can hear you perfectly.
You can hear me perfectly too?
Everybody.
Uh-huh.
Okay, well, that's good. Let's go.
Okay, so now back to the story, like I was stating before. Okay, so we take care of animals. We have been ever since we were little. I never spent a day in my life without a dog, that's for sure. I always took care of them to the best of my ability. It did have some rights and wrongs along the way, but nothing I couldn't fix, that's for sure. But you see, as recent as almost a week ago, we have to face something pretty unexpected. You see, one of our puppies was not doing so well, like at all. Like, and I didn't want to just assume the worst, but I saw the way he looked. I saw the way he looked at me, and I saw the look in his eyes. I was telling me, like I said, I'm no person who just looks at the bad side of anything, but the look in his eyes was just telling me that he was not going to make it. But for me, it was the thing where when our father took him to the vet, the fact that we ended up finding out it wasn't any sicknesses or illnesses. Somebody did something happened to him, like it was actually done physically by a person. So you see, we started asking questions first and foremost, but nobody was giving reasonable answers because, of course, people like to try to dodge the blame every once in a while, as we all have done at one point. But you see, here's the thing, though. The camera footage never lies. So when we went to go run the camera, we found out some of our little siblings, some who take care of their own dogs, and know better to the massive extent that they do, was just doing a ton of extra with the puppy and costing them his life, just not doing what they were supposed to. Even though they were already told by multiple people and have already had puppies at that age, but just was being careless and wanted to cost him his life. And that kind of made me upset at first, right? Pretty upset. Like I was pretty upset about that. I'll be very honest with you. I was furious. I was furious. But you see, I really wasn't feeling any of them whatsoever in any manner. But the longer I felt mad, the longer it wasn't doing anything for me because it wasn't bringing them back. Doing anything like being upset with them wasn't going to make matters any better for me. I still have a much longer time to be here still. I'd rather not waste my time being angry or stressed out or hanging on to the fact that something that could have been prevented wasn't. But like I said, everything happens to teach people a lesson. I had things that happened to me to teach me a lesson. This is just their experience, just like that. I learned earlier today. If I can forgive somebody for doing something as sideways as that, I can forgive anyone. Like even for, I don't feel like in any way we were ever done wrong. I don't feel like we were done wrong for real. Keep telling yourself that story and you're gonna weaken yourself. Nobody ever does you wrong. You just experience something with other people. That's what I feel like. But everything is to learn from. Everything is to experience in the moment and learn from it so that you can take into the future what's needed and what's not needed for the betterment of yourself and everyone around you. Because hanging on to the past does not do anything but taint you. It makes you feel ways you don't want to feel. It makes you feel sick. It makes you angry. even makes your creativity diminish. Because I was trying to draw during the time period I was angry, and I wasn't creating anything good. Usually, I love to draw, of course, all the time. But the thing is, the anger clogged my creative abilities. It seemed like it wasn't until. I never did that. Yeah, I'm about to finish up and then you go next. But yeah, it was pretty upsetting. It was pretty upsetting that even though teenage kids who know better and have taken care of animals have caused the life of one to diminish. That's a lesson for them to learn, and they've got their own experience to get from that. So what I'm going to do is just sit back and enjoy the ride because there's nothing I can do for him now. I will invest. He's in the best place he could possibly be. I'm grateful for him no matter what. I'm grateful for the fact that we still have many more still left here with us. And the opportunity for more to come will be eventual, which I'm grateful for because they deserve all the care and love in the world. And animals have done more for us than people. In some instances, have done more for us than people have. Because they genuinely care. You don't have to second guess whether or not they have any feelings toward you or not. The only way they'll treat you with respect is if you treat them with respect first. It's an equal game. Huh?
Not really. Somebody listening. Who's that? Who's that noise? No, you can keep going. I don't hear that.
I do.
No, I hear that.
It sounds like beeping coming from the background.
I mean,
Why not?
do you have headphones put into that?
I don't have anything. I'm sorry. Go ahead. You can continue on. It was just that's
No problem.
I
That's
see
You gotta put headphones in his jack. I think.
Is this one?
Yeah, you gotta.
Yeah, that's what's up. Guys, I see you on that beat. I see you. I see you, big cuz. Tito on we got the alien food report.
Okay, now I'm about to finish up this. So like I was saying,
Came for the sun's shoulders, yeah. Yeah, that's what's up.
wait, hold on a second. Okay.
He said he'll be out here tomorrow.
Looking forward to it.
Somebody, yeah, hit him
Some
up.
told me that. Some told me
He's gonna come out.
Just hit me up. I'll be looking forward to seeing you all day.
What? Who is it?
Tito Lewis. Oh, that was him.
One of the pictures of Jared. Oh.
So you didn't finish, yeah?
You know, I'm about to finish.
I was trying to cut you off, but I had some beef and stuff. I was just
It's out now. He's plugged in his headphone jack.
okay, well, y'all go ahead and, continue on. I mean, there's still stuff to communicate.
Right, man. Dictionary.
Okay, I'm about to. After you get done, go ahead. I'm about to. Let's just wait for you. But I wasn't gonna finish. Like I was saying, anger, holding on to the past doesn't get you anywhere. Sorry, that I feel distracted. It doesn't. It really doesn't. Holding on to the past doesn't get you anywhere. It just makes you feel upset. I'm grateful for the fact that I was able to even diminish anger for something like that. Because boy, I love to take care of animals, and I know how much a puppy's life is worth cherishing, especially because of how pure and loving they are from the get go. They don't do anything to you at all that makes you feel like you got a decent kind of way towards them.
Come on.
Carelessness costed the life of one, and that made me mad. But hanging on to the fact that it happened wasn't going to change anything. It was just going to make me feel worse and worse as time went on. But like I said, their experience was for them. We had to experience it to be mindful of the fact that people would do particular things. You got to, no matter how much you try to seem like you want to assist people, they will definitely take the route that you least anticipate. Take it from me, I've definitely done that more than once. Yeah.
Yeah, well, those are just part of the lessons to learn because you know, you never know who you're influencing and how your energy affects others. If you're sometimes I intend to be a positive effect on people's lives, but you know, when you're in a funk or you got this thing going on, you don't realize who's looking at you, who's looking up to you, or who's looking down at you. So you got to be very mindful how you know, carry yourself. That's just a fact, you know. So that was pretty much what this was about. Just sharing that basic information. What took place was, you know, it's a little more for me for that because I've been telling them every time I see them handling the puppies, I tell them don't handle the puppies that way. I say handle them with care. Don't be so rough with them. And then when we put up the camera information, just like you said, they were basically flipping the puppies around, doing things that you just show little puppies cannot endure. And that's what took place. But they were very, very emotionally hurt as a result of, you know, realizing that they were the cause of that puppy's life being lost. And that's the learning lesson. That's the part that I had to affect because I'm telling them the reason I'm even showing them this is to, you know, try do my best to cushion certain things because I know how it feels if you have a puppy and you do some harm. I know how that would feel if something happened. The children didn't know how that felt, but they were being very, you know, very aggressive and hard-headed as hell, you know, continuously going on. Every time I tell them not to, they would do. So that's what had to happen. And then my son, he wrote a letter the night it happened, you know, the next morning I got the letter and he was, came in really hurt, crying and stuff, emotionally bad, you know, beat up, telling me how bad he felt. He didn't mean to kill the puppy. He didn't mean to do this. And I told him, I do in my heart know that you didn't mean to, but when you disobey, like not I'm not saying, hey, do what I said, but when it's influence information given to you, something that can keep you potentially out of something, I told you the whole time, don't handle the puppies like that. There's a reason. Don't handle them. They're too young. So now the feeling you feel, you got to ride that. But what I want you to do is I want you to forgive yourself. Understand that these are the things that happen as a result of you not, you know, doing what is giving advice to you, especially when it's something that can save you from something. Just realize that. You know, I'm saying this to children and teenagers and people in general. When people tell you stuff, don't necessarily think they're trying to tell you to run you or something. If it's somebody that cares for you, genuinely that cares for you, they're probably just trying to tell you something to share with you, cushion you from something that they might have experienced and maybe trying to keep you from having to. But on the flip side of that, I couldn't protect them. They had to go through it. Unfortunately, the puppy had to be, you know, a sacrificial, you know, part of sacrificing that, you know, but in the sense of things, I was gonna say a sacrificial lamb, but it's trying to be funny. But you know, like just being sacrificed in the sense of that, it's like I don't believe in death, and I know the energy of that puppy is with us because it was love when it got here, and it was love when it, you know, when we had the opportunity to do our best to save it. But it is what it is. So that is a part. I don't want to have to, you know, see my children go through anything, but I do understand you have to let them go through things. You have to, and don't cushion certain things. You give them the information, but you know what it is. Things that you know not gonna kill them, let them go through. If you think it's gonna kill them, like give them some advice. And if it's meant for them to go that way, unfortunately, you probably have no control over that either. Like we don't have control over those things. All we have control over is the ability to have the best intent and influence over ourselves to be able to influence them. And willfully, that is what is most powerful, you know, considering they have peers and they have influences outside of us and that are much stronger than us in every aspect. Because you don't have a few minutes with them in the first place. They get to be outside of you way longer, and depending on how they're being raised, they get more time away from you as it is now. Like before they even get grown and get out of the home. You know what I'm saying? Between going to school, between you being at work, and between them doing all kinds of things, and y'all lives just not being connected. You know, things are interesting. So this time to really, really, you know, overcome emotions, overcome and control your emotions when things come up. Like for real. I mean, that's easier said than done, but this was how we did it. And I just have to say that was just one incident. And he was just explaining how, because I thought it was interesting. Because I had to say something to him because, like, you got your point of attraction that you use. And that's another thing. Be careful who you use and what you use as a point of attraction for, you know, to feel better. Because, you know, I just know he's a good dude. He got all my life, all of his life that he's been in my life, he's been a happy person. So I figured I could feel pretty, you know, confident about, you know, depending on his energy to be good. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it is. All is well either way. You know?
Oh yeah, of course. Because the lesson has to be learned anyway.
Yeah.
See, a lot of kids nowadays don't want to listen to their parents and get dragged through the mud.
Yeah, I mean, everybody did that. You know, like, you know,
I did.
y'all's
I did.
consequence of it. Where did this fucking guy come from? He's like really on camera with me right
Him one who wants to be on live too.
now. Yeah, he gonna be on live, all right. You know, everybody gonna see me doing
Right.
on live. Yeah, but that's really what this was about. I don't know if y'all had anything else. I know we.
Anyway, I'm gonna speak your thoughts. Your puppy, you speak your thoughts on it.
Yeah, for sure. So, from my point of view,
I mean, that's you all. Go ahead. This was you all's situation.
yes,
I was just, you know,
A catalyst of it.
You know what? Go ahead.
it wasn't a comfortable situation when it happened. When something of that sort happens, like just the unexpectedness of the situation, I understand like firsthand that these things, once they happen, something that's meant to happen is not going to be stopped by anything. I got that message before he even left on the ride home. So then by the time he left it, that experience of being told that assisted me with taking that a lot better than it was. And the main thing after the situation happened for me was, okay, well, shoot, the situation happened. I got to learn how to be present and live with myself within this situation, because it's not like I can take the situation back and try and be like, okay, but this could have, should have, would have. I don't like the coulda, woulda, shoulda. I like to be now in the present moment and protect my future self through the actions I'm doing in the now. So, and just to touch on what you were saying, what Amir was saying about not holding anything against yourself, it's just extra energy. It's just extra weight that you're putting on yourself. You cannot take back certain things that happen, and certain things that happen cannot be reversed. Of course, what's meant to happen, what's meant to be is going to happen regardless. So the main thing you need not do is put so much of the blame on yourself, because that's one thing. For those of us who take accountability for ourselves through everything that we go through everything that we put ourselves through, my best piece of advice from my experience is don't beat yourself up about it and don't blame yourself. Because one of the main things, even from that situation, I had to learn, because I knew there was a learning lesson for me in that I still have to learn not to blame myself for that situation, not to beat myself up about the situation, because it's not something that can be taken back. If I decided to be sad about the situation, that would be a decision of my own. I have full 100,000% control over how I feel about the situation. I can feel sad about it because it's a situation I didn't want to happen. That's my puppy. He's only 8 weeks old. His name literally just got changed to Elohim right before he left. So it wasn't a comfortable feeling, but the main thing for me was I wasn't trying to sit in the feeling by being sad about it. I was not trying to sit in the feeling like you should not have did this, or you should have done that, or things would have or could have been better if this or if that. If it wasn't meant, then it would have never happened. And it happened, which means it was meant. And if it was meant, it wasn't going to be stopped by anything.
Message.
That's how I have to learn. Yeah.
So for me, my main thing is just living in the present moment and not allowing anything from the past to be a hindrance to how I move forward in the future. My intention is to live my life in a meditative state through everything I go through. I like to live in the present. I don't want to be too far in the future because I'm not being in the present moment. And I definitely don't like to be in the past because that does not assist me moving forward. It actually puts me further back rather than pushing me forward. And my intention is to move forward in every single thing I do, no matter how small or big. So that's my message on that. And also another thing. Actually, I got one more thing. Based on what Source Energy, aka Coach King Malik, aka Soldier One, had mentioned. So if somebody's saying something to you specific and you know that they have a strong intention in their heart, don't take it personal. Do not take it personal because not everybody has the same way of relating their message to you. I have wrote this down as soon as I heard it. Just because someone says something that you didn't want to hear does not mean it's not the truth, regardless of the age. There's a lot of people that have a strong intention to assist you in every single way they can, but because of how stubborn of a person you are, they'd rather just sit back and just let you run into that brick wall. So for certain situations, if somebody's trying to assist you and they know exactly from their experience what would be best for how you can move forward, regardless of how they say that information, if you know it's truth for you, just go ahead and do it. I was literally just having a conversation with Amir just earlier about 20 minutes before the podcast started. Regardless of how somebody says something to me, if I know that it's one of my priorities and one of my responsibilities to get done, I don't care who it came from and how it came to me, and it's my responsibility and priority to get it taken care of. I can choose to sit there and go back and forth with that person, but that's not going to get my priority taken care of. My main thing is go ahead and get the priority taken care of, because especially if you don't want to hear somebody saying it, the solution is going to get it done so that you won't have to hear them say it. All they'll be able to do is just sit back at the distance and look at you. So that was my take on that, but I will continue to enjoy every single second of your now.
Yeah,
Sorry, come on.
I want to say real quick.
Sorry. Come on,
I
man.
want, I want to input real quick. And my perspective level was just like, it was very unexpected for me because little did I even know that was taking place until kind of too late in the first place. And it didn't necessarily make me as mad as it did disappoint me kind of, because it could have really been prevented. At the same time, it had to happen for the outcome and the lesson from it. And the thing that kind of like made me shed a tear in the first place, because Sniper, I have his little his older or little brother. I don't necessarily know which one was older. Yeah, they look alike, and he knew that was his twin. So when that took place, so he wouldn't be missing him or anything. As soon as that took place, I immediately ran in the house and got him, and then took him down there so he could see what was going on. He snipped his face, and he licked his nose. One time he looked up at me, he looked back down at him, and then he just whined a few times, and then after
Animals
that,
know, they sense things better than humans sometimes.
Yeah, he definitely knew, because
Precious still hasn't stopped looking for him yet.
after a certain point, well, she knows where he's at. She just like, that's why she started back letting them feed on her. I think because she knows that he's not there, and it kind of seems like in a way that she's just attempting to be more there as a mother, considering that took place. She was weaning them away at first, but then all of a sudden, even today, she started back letting them drink on her.
No, she didn't. She started attacking them.
No, in the cage earlier.
They got teeth now, regardless of all of that. They're gonna be
Real soon they're gonna be completely out of there. But earlier she was completely allowing it. I was in there. I was like, but the teeth were sharp. She was looking at me like she didn't care though. My thing was like, he knew about it. I could tell it affected him a little bit. But then after, that he seemed like they knew about it for a minute. It's like they knew that they would have to just get used to it and live like that anyway. So it's like after a certain point, it's like they were trying to have us cheer up. Anybody that they seen like was sad, they would start either nibbling on their face or something to get them to laugh or something.
Do something really hilarious.
Yeah, do something real funny, and they're real smart, so they know what they're doing. So. Yeah, but that was the thing. It was very unexpected for me. He slept right beside my bed. The cage stays right beside my bed still, with his other two siblings. And yeah, it was
They were sleep on my bed about 3 times.
Yeah, because he has a top bunk. My bed is not like this. I don't know. He has to get a bit older before he even sleeps on my bed, so they can stay in the little pet carrier we got from him. But it was a situation. I didn't go to them and tell them anything. Like, I didn't keep on telling them anything. I just knew it was a process. Like, I just thought about it like this. Think as if I was in a situation, right? And when I'm in a situation, I don't necessarily want nobody to keep telling me what I should or should not be doing about it. By that point, I already, came to the conclusion that, it's something I shouldn't have done. I don't need to do it. And I'm just go ahead and be with my thoughts. If I'm being with my thoughts and I, so happen to walk out the room and then I see you talking about it, you know, y'all, that's what y'all's conversation in the day and breath is based upon of. You know, that's what I had thought of the first time. Like, that's their situation. I know they're dealing with it. Like I had told them, don't hold it against themselves because, you know, although he was my roommate and I was, you know, partially responsible for him in a way, you know, I was just like letting them know, you know, don't hold that against yourself. You know, don't hold that against yourself. Things do happen. I know it was careless. I know it could have been prevented. Certain things, you know, we get told, and it's not like necessarily some people just don't listen, but on other occasions, it's not necessarily as much as not listening as you didn't necessarily need to accept it in words over an experience. You know what I'm saying? Because some people, you be realizing why you tell them something serious or simple, you know, what it would seem like anyway, and they don't catch on to it. But, you know, as soon as you come to the conclusion that, you know, it was probably not something you should have told them, it's something they might need to go through, you know, that's the thing that seems to go over people's heads. Like, that was the thing for me. People I've seen around me, like, you know, them, for example, and, you know, every example that I can think of, you know, just when situation is going down, good or bad, you don't want to just give no extra attention to it because, you know, it's temporary in the first place. You know, things happen because they're supposed to happen for whatever reason, and we never gonna know the reason. First off, you know what I'm saying? It might be an excuse the first thing you come up with why something might really be, but you know, it's just part of the process. You know, I don't hold anything against anybody. I already know I've done some things that, you know, I had to forgive myself just as of recently for certain things. So it's like, you know, I don't ever forget the things I've done. So that's why I don't be like, you know, saying anything to nobody else because even as the oldest, everybody's still responsible for themselves. I don't even try to be like, you know, since I'm the oldest, you do this. Since I'm the oldest, you do that. No, it's not like I pretty much just let everybody be. And that's that situation. Just it happened, and either way, whether we wanted it to happen or not, considering how it took place, it was just supposed to happen because that's not something that happens. You know, everybody.
No, we all take care of animals.
We all take
love
care.
To take care of animals.
We all take
have
care
been
of
all of our lives.
It was the one given the veterinarian title. You know what I'm saying? Because she really, you know, she really loves animals. It's just a, you know, bad decision. You know, based upon, you know, they feelings, whatever that they put right there in front of, you know, what the outcome could be. But sometimes you got to reach the outcome in order to be able to understand why you was told it in the first place, especially if you don't get it through the word. Sometimes we might think somebody trying to tell us what to do. I know that's what I used to think a lot of times. But yeah, it wasn't really that. It was just me being, you know, giving guidance that I wasn't paying attention to. And then when I realized it, you know, you think on later on that you could have gotten sooner, but you realize also that everything comes in its divine timing. But you know, situation happened. Definitely very accepting of it. Definitely forgiving of them, and you know, just want to give out to lesson to everybody else. You know what I'm saying? Your puppies and your animals. You know, take care of them. Don't, you know, I can't see the type of person that can have a bad day and take it out on the animals or anything like that.
That's love.
You know what I'm saying? That's just love. You know what I'm saying? You don't like you don't really love animals for real if you're doing that. You know what I'm saying? You got an animal beside you and you claim that you love an animal, but if you're doing stuff to it, there's no way really possible unless you feeding it, you know, grooming it and giving it proper care. Because at the end of the day, that animal is there to protect you. You know what I'm saying? Puppies and stuff. You know, you gotta spend your time with them, but after a certain point, they know who they're there to protect. You know what I'm saying? That's your job to be able to, you know, nourish them properly and be able to do all that stuff. You know, you don't want them to, you know, act like it's all cool with you and then attack you when they get old enough to be that type of animal. You know what I'm saying? So just it was more so just like being more mindful, as you know, that it made me pick up on my responsibilities. I've been taking them outside, you know, make sure they get food and water and everything. And, you know, I was early on with that. Then, you know, I had experienced something like with my older brother that's not here with us right now, where he kind of like jacked me for the responsibility of one of the dogs I had. So I kind of like stepped back from that for a minute and kind of made me step back even in my action because, you know, I kind of got sloppy with it. But then, you know, when that took place, it made me get on my guard. Like, you know, you got a responsibility. You got all these puppies. You got all these animals. And you the oldest. You know, you can't be just sitting around. You can't be just doing, you know, anything that you was doing before that situation took place. Because obviously it wasn't working, whatever it was. And, you know, I felt aware about it and I was shedding tears. But then I had saw like, you know, I go to sleep and every night, every single night I have very vivid dreams. Some things I just decide not to talk about because they're so vivid. You know, I know it's a dimension like this, but I saw him in that dimension. You know, he was still his same size. He like I think it was a day or two after that. And, you know, they got a bit bigger after that. And he was the same size as them as they are right now. And then I saw another vision of him the night after that. You know what I'm saying? He was happy, but he was basically I could hear his voice saying that, I'm happy. You can tell everybody that I'm happy. They don't have to worry about me, that I'll be back soon. So that gave me a sense of relief, because before that I wasn't really, feeling it, but I wasn't gonna talk about it because, the more I talk about things, the more I start feeling it. So I just don't give it that attention. But just wanted to make sure I put that in there. If you got your animals, love them. Any of your surroundings, animals or not, make sure you pay attention to them, because
keep random crap off the floor so they don't eat it.
Yeah, keep your surroundings clear. Like, stay clear of your surroundings with objects on the floor. Your eyes, your attentiveness, all that. And it's
the same thing with parents with children.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Same thing with parents with little children. I know what it is.
For real.
This is simple context. So.
Yeah, especially, I completely understand that, especially since, as we were growing up, you would have us assisting with, taking care of them and stuff. But,
teach you discipline.
Yes,
teach you responsibility earlier. That's how I learned.
And
I have no siblings, so that was a way to have common communication with something that is alive, that is, consistent.
Yes, sir, exactly. And what a better way with family than anybody else.
Yeah.
But yeah, that all that stuff that I just said, it's much easier said than done. There's a lot of things that I said I was going to do that I didn't, and there's a lot of things that I didn't do. Didn't say I was going to do that I ended up doing. So, it's just a part of life. Things change, but the only thing that could continue to change for you, that could make it for the better, is the complexity of your attentiveness. Because if you're not attentive, the less attentive you are, the less you're going to be able to manage, regardless of how good it's going, The thing that's working right now and tomorrow and the day after that might not work the days after that. From now on, then, So you just got to make sure that you can be ready for whatever comes at you, and then, be able to take it like a man, and not be like after the fact blaming everything else other than what it is. Because I'm telling you, the only reason I'm saying that is because all these things.
Okay, cool. Because I see you. I just read the thing. I apologize.
It's all good. Yeah, all these things are things I've done, so I'm just letting y'all know. I'm 20 years old. Y'all don't know. 20 years young. Yeah. But we're just gonna wrap it up. I want to tell y'all that. Much love and appreciation to everybody.
All right, cuz I see you on it. You saying 9 o'clock? Okay, we'll be looking for you.
Much love and appreciation to every single one of y'all that tuned in. Thank you all for listening. We got many more messages to share with the world, but that's just what came to mind today. Oh, no, you didn't.
What are you talking about?
Look at wide screen.
Hey, move your head. Yeah, move your head real quick, bro. Stick your head down. Look at that.
Oh, my goodness.
You know that cartoon Peppa Pig that was watching?
Oh, that's funny.
You know how it only shows on the cartoon, it only shows the side of their head every time?
Uh-huh.
They're basically saying that's what they look like from the front.
Yeah, that's funny. Amina, you don't want to say anything, sweetheart? You experienced something too. You was like,
she was the main caretaker.
Come on, what's up? You Mama Bear was saying.
Yeah, you're.
I didn't know you were still here.
Yeah. I was just in the middle of something. Echoing too, or is that just on my?
It must be on your end because I don't really hear you. I'm turn your mic down a little bit.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, you turn your mic down.
Pull your mic away from your face a little bit too.
Is that better?
Much better.
Just a little better. It's like I don't hear background noise, but
I have it so far from my face right now. And the thing is, I'm not even talking loud, so I don't even know what's going on. I didn't even turn it up. As a matter of fact, I turned it way down. Hold on.
Okay, no, don't worry about it. Down on this end, so you see the screen. On this screen. Good, baby. Okay, so go ahead. Speak what's up. Go ahead. We're gonna close it out after this.
I'm not even gonna ask. Man, where are you?
Yo, you still there? You went to bed?
She said, hold on.
You said, "Oh, well, yeah."
I'm gonna even pop in so he goes, She's gone.
Oh, she's gone.
Oh, it's a wrap, folks.
Nobody ever put that's all folks from and just wrap it up right there. That'd be hilarious.
I mean, I've got all of those sounds. I've got all the Disney sounds. I mean, all I need to do is give them sets so I can put them in, machine.
Now that's gonna fit very well.
So y'all want to do another live about 30 minutes later on thought processes with the small thing or what?
Yes, yes.
Yes.
I'm cool.
I bet
At least
y'all
we already
all
touched
went
down on
to
this
town
live.
with that. This right here.
And we're done with everything else.
What happened to royalty? September royalty. What happened to the royalty?
You got knocked to sleep, obviously.
I was wondering what happened.
Where the heck did you go for a few minutes?
We got knocked out.
Are you there? September royalty, are you there?
I don't know what happened.
She's probably in there.
Do you still want to share? Give me just a second.
Okay, she's
1 second. Where you at? You said just a second. I'm going by
We
what
have
you
just
said.
hit 1 hour.
Yeah.
We've hit 1 hour.
We have just hit 1 hour.
Yeah. That's what's up.
Yeah, I'll be making that thumbnail for that live later too.
Yeah. Oh, let me see how creative that's going.
I've already thought of about 20 things too.
Why don't you come on thought processes with us and explain there?
Do what?
Because you got a lot to say.
Well,
Is this better?
Is this better?
Then but there's gonna be a healing process and like maybe a little
Oh no, hold on.
We can hear you.
Yeah, you sound good on audio. That's close, not nothing. No click on no that.
Okay,
What's up?
September royalty, are you coming in or are you checking out? Because
like she went back in a nap mode. So I think we should.
Yeah, the perfect girl living now just sounds loud.
It just sounds loud. Okay, so
You want to just come on thought processes later?
Let's come on thought process with us.
yeah, she's too booty for that. Well, I'm not.
Oh, wow.
She's not. Well, actually, you're not really bougie, but kind of bougie. Is that what it is?
Yeah, that's what it is. She got
She kind of.
Precious even the same way too.
She'll make an ebook. That's a serious stuff right there. Yeah, dude.
Excuse me. Yeah, and look, you make up. That's a big makeup for it. A whole ebook. Now that's boss.
Definitely do that.
Yeah, definitely do that. Y'all see what's up?
You know, there's so many people right now that buy an ebook.
Oh yeah.
Well, stay tuned for an ebook, y'all. She's gonna write.
Especially about that, you know, they're
She
gonna
told
be reading
me.
the pages.
Yeah, she
Hey,
gonna
Rob
write.
Hayes is on Black Magic right now, so just wait. What's up?
I will thank you all for tuning in and watching this. And we will you all the best. We will you all have an amazing night and an amazing grand rising. Ashe. Ashe. Hotel.
I should say hotel. And y'all get
Love and eternal power.
y'all get source energy.
Peace.
Peace. Y'all get source energy his flowers. Y'all give him his flowers since he shout out 3 different people that's not on this live.
Peace, love,
That's
and
love right there.
power. Be upon your source energy, aka Coach King Malik, aka Surgery.
And blessings to